It's a promise sold to millions. A new job, a new chapter, a chance to build a career, to contribute, to belong. For a new hire we'll call Alex, a position at a prestigious firm felt like the culmination of years of hard work. I was so excited. It felt like the place to be. The people seemed smart, the work was interesting, and the energy during the interviews was fantastic. I thought, this is it, I've made it. As part of the onboarding process, all new hires were required to take an internal exam, but the company's messaging around it was designed to put them at ease. They were very explicit. They told me, this is just a learning tool. It's for us to see where you're at so we can help you. They even said, I remember it clearly. Don't worry, people who have done poorly on this are still with the company. It completely lowered my guard. I thought, okay, this is a healthy environment. They want me to learn. But after the exam, the tone began to shift. In a review meeting, the day before being fired, the friendly facade started to crack. It was a really strange meeting. The trainer just looked at me and said, flat out, you did bad. No constructive feedback, just that. Then he started making these weird, passive-aggressive comments about my salary, kind of implying it was high. And then he used this bizarre hypothetical. He said, I'm not your boss, but if I was, and I saw this, I'd be thinking about firing you. He laughed it off, but it didn't feel like a joke. It felt like a threat. This is a classic psychological tactic, whether intentional or not. It's a form of soft firing. You create an environment of instability and doubt. The mixed messages, no pressure, followed by threats, are designed to disorient an employee. The company is building its case while maintaining plausible deniability. The next day, a sudden Zoom invitation appeared. The title was a vague catch-up. The end came with shocking speed. Thanks for joining. We're here to let you know that this isn't working out. It was that fast. I joined the call, and a partner and someone from HR were just there. They said I didn't do well on the exam and that my ramp-up wasn't working. Ramp-up. I had been there for a few weeks. I had never received any negative feedback. Not once. I was just stunned. I asked, is there anything I can do? And they just said, no, the decision has been made. To make a brutal situation even worse, a small detail discovered after the firing revealed just how predetermined the outcome may have been. The day before they fired me, another person who started at the same time as me got a company-wide welcome email. You know, everyone say hello to so-and-so. I never got one. At the time, I thought it was just an oversight, but looking back, it was clear. I was never really part of the team. The decision was already made. The exam was just the justification they needed on paper. This speaks to the concept of at-will employment. Legally, in many places, a company doesn't need a reason to fire someone, but they often create one to protect themselves. The ethical and human cost of this deception is immense. It erodes trust not just in that company, but in the nature of work itself. I know at-will employment is the law, but the lie is what's so brutal. If something is a pass-fail test for my job, just tell me. I'm an adult. I can handle that. Don't call it a learning tool and then use it to throw someone's life into chaos. The lesson I learned is one a lot of people learn the hard way. HR isn't there to protect you. They're there to protect the company. And sometimes training is just a final, hidden interview you didn't know you were taking. A lesson learned not from a tool for education, but from an instrument of deception.